That's his baby mom's. Grip. Facts. She's definitely not gonna respond. Nigga, she just had a baby by that nigga. Yo, Dez is a sicko, man. Yo, nigga said, I knew you was a fat sloppy. Nigga, he said, that's what money looks like. Yo, this nigga is good, man. Let's go, man.
Just a gorgeous fall
He said,
afternoon
hey,
in the heart
head.
of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun
he didn't
out,
disrespect.
roof open.
He said, hey, big head.
Yes,
like he
and
knew
yes.
it
A
for you.
great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
What's up, big head?
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
Up to you. I could deal with it. You have
This
gray
crowd
on.
is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys.
That's my fault. I always forget Cowboys. That's my fault.
This is taken about 7 yards
deep. If you get crazy
deep.
on your first drive, let me know.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
No. I'm saying we both have white on. I'm a dickhead for that.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On play action, Prescott. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Wow.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place in the division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now
DZ.
He's got the first down past midfield and finally brought down at the 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Good punt, boy. Good fucking punt. That shit was inches.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Pick it up. Hey, check right, check right. Go.
From the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they should have...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Mama.
There he goes left side. And he's into
Come on, TV, mama. Jadeveon Clowney got a head stick.
And Charles, look at the big
Don't come next to me, Pollard. Fucking come next to me.
But then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point by Seibert, up and good.
Jadeveon Clowney, nigga.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Dang.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the blitz coming And down he goes. Darren Lee in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 47.
Third and long for Prescott.
Let's go, baby.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett.
I know that's Michael. The bitch. Lockett. Yo, Lockett.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
So now what up, bro? You crazy, bitch.
On first down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 29, Prescott steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Man, Cleveland is hungry.
The Cowboys on third down.
What you
0 for 3
doing,
to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Yo, Clowney is fucking tweaking.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Cooper was the target there. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On 1st and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete.
I got a low ball that.
physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That won't happen.
It looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Going deep downfield for Ron. And this is caught inside the 5.
Let's go.
And all the way in. Touchdown.
Let's fucking go, nigga. Let's fucking go, nigga.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the
John Ross is balling. We go and get those.
Cybert on for the PAT.
I'm black as fuck. Fuck you talking about, yo? Bitch, I'm right here. Where you at?
It's good, and they stretch their lead.
This ain't no fucking Boost Mobile commercial, nigga. Yo, suck a dick, Kadam.
Wow.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yo, K-Will, you don't let him talk to you like that, dog.
This will be taken short. Trucks through him. Oh, man. Now a hit.
Another one.
Football.
Another one.
Man,
stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Yo, what league we playing, yo?
K-Will, I told
We
you.
playing slime.
K-Will, I told you.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house.
We coming to play,
Two quick
nigga.
touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
K-Will, I told you, nigga. We hit
Extra point by
hard,
Cybert, up
nigga.
and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
We hit like we want to make this bitch stay, nigga. Like you ain't going nowhere. That's how we hit it, nigga. We hitting like we on a bottle of Henny, nigga.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks
Nigga, we hitting like we a bottle deep in Henny, nigga.
Let's get it, nigga.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with
I got white on white. I just peeped that.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice
fault,
solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing
orange. He got
often
blue on.
alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward.
This defense
I don't know about
nuts.
you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but then ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yes, it is. It's one of them games, bro.
61. Matchbox, right. Ready, go.
To throw again. Love. And he slings one that's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun.
I own the ass even after that last game.
This is caught.
Come on, K-Will.
Yo, I'm about to fuck you up, bro. I ain't even
Come on, K-Will.
I don't give a fuck if it's raining, snowing.
Come on,
K-1, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
These brownies came to fucking play, K-Will. Yo, Micah, what K-Shine tell T-Rex in Louisville? We didn't come here to lose, and we didn't come here to lose?
Damn,
no,
man,
I'll give you a kickoff. Go ahead, I'll give you a kickoff.
Send this one away.
Let's see what Hall can do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On second down.
Hey, yo, get the fuck, bro.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Ooh, he should have caught. Yeah, he should have fumbled that. A little risky, bruh.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yo, Swift saying, open that ass up. Open it up.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard.
Ooh, good one.
It's so close. He gets it to the
I wish I would have had Patty in
bounds
there.
right there.
I would really did
First and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. First down, and it's Pollard again.
Come on.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Let's go, Jesse.
Ooh,
Tackle, Jesse.
that ball came in fast. Yes, sir.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Hey, keep it up,
Stepping up, he's going to fight for the end zone. He lost the football, it's out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Stop.
And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Oh my fucking God, bro.
Free from him, but
Oh my fucking God.
know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Snap it,
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Ain't no touchdown, bro. Ain't no touchdown.
That would have been a great catch. Difficult to hold on to
I don't know
because
why you
it's
challenging that.
contested all the way.
Yeah, what's up with
It
it,
would have
bro?
been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
You got the one anyway, nigga. You better
Back to the
score.
air on second down. Love.
See, this is the dumb shit I be talking about.
This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first
Oh
down.
my fucking Yo!
This is the
Bro,
dumb
see, that's
shit I
the
be...
type of shit that make me break my controller, yo.
Yo.
Nah,
yo.
bro, shit, that's the shit that make me break my controller right there, bro.
Yo, Mikey, you really be on some dumb
Second
shit,
this
bro.
game, but how
Man,
about last week?
Bro,
6
Madden
sacks.
really can suck a dick,
Great
bro.
coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really
That
working
and then
in sync
like,
right
yo,
now.
who goes and oh my gosh, who goes and shotgun at the 1-yard line, bro? You the only nigga I know that does that.
Back to throw. Love. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And we see another pitching
Bro, that
catch
shit
there to
just
the
made me
running back.
tight,
This
bro.
position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Escaping the pressure right.
Taylor.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Ooh.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
go.
Okay, yo, you ran that out. Come on.
51-yard punt that time.
Bro, you know I
And
run
there'll
these
be
things
time
out.
for
Yeah, I
maybe
know.
one final play
You do
before
it.
halftime.
Niggas always run those things out. That nigga always run them kick that.
Yeah, I
You always do that.
Offense
Yeah,
here
you
set
always,
to
this
begin
ain't
the
what you want.
drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right,
It's
take the
happening.
knee,
This
get
is
out of
hot.
here,
It wasn't for that
regroup.
motherfucker.
But how will
corner.
the head coach and his staff approach
Oh
halftime?
my
Will it be
God.
angry? Will it be clinical?
Yeah.
Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows?
Yo, we're
I know
low
it'll be a
set,
fly on the
man.
wall
I'm
for
ready to
this one,
fucking
though.
play this nigga, man.
He got 3 or 4. That ass.
And this should be the final play before
That
the
last
quarter
one was on
ends.
you, though. You went for the touchdown.
Bro, that's fucking Hogan. I thought it was. Why is he in there, bro?
Prescott now,
Ah,
option
why-
right, step, Prescott
Fuck.
stripped. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where
Bro, that's
standing
Hogan.
by
Why
is
didn't
think that was
Jonathan
Hogan? I don't know
Coachman.
why
He
the
has
fuck
our
he's in there,
Sports
bro.
Halftime report. The Browns are
No,
going to
it's
get the
not.
second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we
Yo,
are
Bird,
back
let him live,
and
bro.
underway. And it's a short kick.
Curtis
taken
Samuel would have
around the
ran
19.
right behind that
And they're going to have really
Those
good
birds start
starting
running
field
from me, bro.
position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Yeah, because Chris Hogan's slow as fuck.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had,
What?
guys. But
What?
be prepared for some
I better what?
change-ups. We're
Don't
going
you
to see
ever
them when we
disrespect me,
kick it off in
K-Will.
the second half.
Don't you
See
ever
how they
disrespect me,
handle any
K-Will.
adjustments that might
Don't
be
you ever
made
disrespect me,
defensively.
K-Will.
A
Ever,
good
nigga.
pick up there, 26
Ever, nigga.
yards.
Don't you ever disrespect
so
me, nigga.
from Cowboy territory
Talk to
now,
Michael
here's
like that,
first
nigga.
and 10
I ain't Michael, pussy.
at the 36. A run for Nick Chubb.
It's
And this play will be
Oh
blown
my-
up.
bro, they're
Lose
fucking
yardage
blowing my
back
shit,
at the
yo.
Nick Chubb,
38.
they're blowing my shit,
That's
bro.
going to go as a
The
loss
second
of
fucking
2,
one.
and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and
Yo,
even better
Chubb, can you
execution.
hold the
Yeah,
ball?
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
I feel that.
Couple
That'll
of
do
plays
so.
sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Nigga, but fucking Chubby got to hold that block.
Looking to throw. Love. Being
Let's go,
chased
Love.
out left. And
Let's
he'll
go,
slide
Love.
down to avoid the contact. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the
K-Will,
Cowboys'
he might be playing in the
24-yard
playoffs,
line.
bro. He's trying to tell me, hey, I'm playing in the playoffs. And I might actually let him.
On first down, Love.
Fuck,
They sack him back right around the 30.
That's so
DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A give running right is Chubb. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up.
And
Let's
he
go,
is
man.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Let's go. K-Will
Taywan
talk to me,
Taylor
nigga.
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7
Yo,
on
I'm
the
telling you,
year.
Cleveland's for
As
real,
his
dog.
guys
Cleveland
continue
is
to
very
pour
for
it
real,
on.
dog.
Extra point by Seibert, up and
B-Love-
good.
B-Love
And that
is
will
starting in the
extend this
playoffs.
big lead. Set now to
Michael,
kick
B-Love
this one
starting in the
away,
playoffs,
and
nigga.
off
I
it
made up my mind.
goes.
He earned it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Let's go.
He will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Make him earn it.
It's complete.
Make him earn it.
Out to his running back.
Make him earn it.
Well, this is going to depend on forward progress, but they're saying no, he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Watch the check 55 to Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this. Yes! 55.
Off the play fake. Love. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, yo,
this is
I've never seen that before.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. So they do get 5 there, but it's not enough.
I like that.
And it'll be 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, really, Micah?
You hit them, they go through.
Bro, every time you play Micah, that shit happens, right?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
He broke a couple.
They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's going to air one out.
Let's go.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love.
What a dot.
What a dot. Complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%. That just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films. They came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. On 1st and 10, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch 85. They can't hang with us. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Check 24. Check 24. Let's go.
From the gun, Love flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
I don't know. D. Johnson, you in for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for that reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line. Here's Pollard again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they've put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Devin White, mama, another crazy trade,
now remember,
mama.
This is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead.
Nigga, all they did is switch your lineman because you went from a pass to a fucking run.
Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
moving my fucking
just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
After getting stuck on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Love. Got a man cross complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yo,
so the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd down. Here's an option right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
There's no way to die. There's no way
to being a running
bro.
back.
It's just
the ball
annoying
can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down now. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
Listen,
and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that, you're out there fresh play, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cleveland, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year.
I told you, him and Jared are going to lose y'all close games late in the season, especially in the playoffs.
Bro, it's not even letting me fucking audible some of my niggas.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish.
Yo, how's love looking? Okay, Will.
If I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul
He getting there.
so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison man claiming his innocence.
We got weapons, bro. We got weapons on top of weapons on top of weapons. It's my most complete
This
team.
is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chocolates opening. Got them fixing up their eyes, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision.